From the center of the electric vehicle sector, an amazing revelation has emerged. A gigantic Tesla's graveyard bursting with a great number of inactive EVs. Serious concerns as well as discussions regarding the tactics and supportability of electric vehicle CEOs have been sparked by Tesla's unattended and dust-gathering columns. This oddity, which highlights the problematic challenges Tesla and other EV producers should overcome to boost and rapidly expand, astounds many. What's going on here? According to allegations in the mainstream media, thousands of Tesla cars are reportedly rusting in electric car symmetry. Right here. Just literally rusting away. That's been the subject of numerous stories in Australian news over the past few days. This interesting report here claims to be the major report. It claims that thousands of Tesla cars are stacked up in what has been called an auto graveyard amid falling sales across Australia. Experts are now concerned that the electric vehicle era is coming to an end. Despite the fact that May saw one of the highest monthly sales of electric vehicles ever, and that they were much higher than in May of last year. During the year, Tesla ranked first or second in EV sales for the month of May in Australia. The story goes as follows. 2,000 Teslas are allegedly delivered to Port Melbourne each month. This is the first major red flag, but sales fell by 44% in April, and many of the vehicles are seen waiting to be removed from service. The American automaker Tesla has reduced the prices of its fleets on several occasions, a move meant to compete with the expanding electric vehicle market in China. Well, it's kind of like one of those stories where they mingle, isn't it? Falsehoods with truth, and these are the kinds of stories that easily mislead people. They're also very confusing, so it's a very clever trick to write an article that is, say, 80% truth and 20% fiction, and then combine it with people who believe that kind of thing is what they can often fall for. After more than 3 years of double and triple-digit growth, sales of electric vehicles fell 5% in April. According to those who are waiting for the buyers, Tesla is not the only manufacturer experiencing this. First of all, Paul Merrick, the creator of Car Expert, is not the actual founder of the company. Rather, he's merely a part of it, having worked on both the YouTube channel and the Car Expert website. Tesla doesn't operate in an order basis. It's not an Aston Martin, it's not a Rolls-Royce. And it doesn't operate on a model where a customer makes an order and that order is then custom made in China. That's not how it works. This isn't how they work, and we already know that. We're aware that Tesla doesn't always function in this manner. To start, there's an issue with this post. Secondly, Tesla doesn't ship 2,000 EVs each month like it does every month. Even those who are most familiar with Tesla are unaware of the history of the automobile industry, despite the fact that they are aware of the cyclical nature of Tesla's deliveries to Australia and other countries. It is a bogus statement that Tesla does not provide 2,000 EVs every single month. If Peter Anderson is claiming that Tesla does, then he obviously has no idea what he's talking about. Don't get me wrong, Tesla's cars sitting here waiting for owners to purchase them wouldn't be all that different from cars at Ford, Toyota, Hyundai, or any other dealership. If you actually look at Tesla sales this year here in Australia, you actually import automobiles into the nation and then sell them. The Model Y and Model 3 are now very affordable in Australia. They're actually only slightly more expensive than what they cost in China. So, they are the cheapest or nearly the cheapest in the world here in Australia, which is amazing. But if you actually look at Tesla sales, they're actually pretty good. It's true that Tesla has lowered its sales prices. They haven't decreased this year, and they're attempting to cherry-pick April by claiming that since sales were down 5%, the entire EV market is slowing down. The fact that Tesla has thousands of vehicles parked in auto graveyards is sheer sensationalism. It exists only to undermine demand by leading consumers to believe that they should stop purchasing electric vehicles because fewer people are doing so. Sales are driven by attitude. Everyone has this mentality, but for many, it's herd mentality. They're all doing it, and if we start telling them that nobody else is doing it, then they're all doing it, so don't go there. All's well, it's outdated information. No one is purchasing ABS Teslas anymore. What occurs if we aren't selling? Then, as a result of the automakers paying Victoria's Transport Association, which Tesla is not part of. They profit because they end up with sales in place of Tesla, so these hit pieces are just that, hit pieces. The entire narrative about Tesla's rotting Teslas is something that they have manufactured. Here, they're stating this: Australia's electric car graveyards contain decomposing Tesla vehicles. As for the new EVs that we have now, they're pretty much all that have come in this year. Tesla sales are doing quite well here in Australia. There aren't any rotting Teslas. Well, there are actually a few 2023 model Teslas left, but there are very, very few of them. We are unaware of this man's activities, because it's not how Tesla does business. Anderson is unsure as to whether any of these have been pre-sold, whether they haven't, or whether the country has received them. Not getting to some of the important aspects that are meant to be covered. The scale of the problem. Many Tesla cars dormant in graveyards stand out sharply from the company's reputation for efficiency and growth. According to sources, these vehicles, which feature several variants like the Model S, Model 3 and Model Y, are either looking for maintenance, new parts, or programming redesigns. The astonishing number of dormant vehicles makes one aware of the weight in Tesla's administrative organization and store network, which have struggled to remain with the strong development goals and recovering pace of creation. Causes behind the accumulation. A few theories explain the abundance of vacant Tesla cars. One main problem is the interferences affecting different companies, including the vehicle sector, to the worldwide store network. Like semiconductors, shortages of essential components have caused difficulties in fixing techniques and assembly. Furthermore, given the quick programming and equipment update cycles of the company, certain Tesla cars need extensive redesigns before being delivered to consumers. Together with strategic challenges, these elements have created an auto buildup that the company must cope with. Impact on Tesla's brand and operations. The existence of a graveyard for the collaboration probably poses hazards to Tesla's reputation. Tesla has become well known for building dependable, smooth automobiles with best-in-class innovation. Images of abandoned, rotting cars might conceivably erode consumer confidence and question Tesla's capacity to keep the company actually and consistently running. Moreover, a lot of inactive cars have enormous financial effects since there is a lot of capital stored in stock that isn't producing pay. Environmental and ethical concerns. Also, the environmental effects of a lot of unneeded electric vehicles. Electric vehicles actually need a lot of energy and resources to supply, even if they are meant to be more benign to the environment than traditional vehicles with gas-driven engines. Large numbers of EVs setting inactive balance some of the natural advantages, but it also raises moral questions regarding asset usage and waste. Maintaining the supportability logic at the foundation of Tesla's ambitions depends on keeping these vehicles in use. Steps toward resolution. Tesla could be trying to get the overabundance free from left-hand cars, growing fix and maintenance offices, enhancing inventory chains, and changing strategic activities could help to guarantee faster component conveyance of updates and guarantees. So, what are your views on Tesla's graveyard that hence it has thousands of idle EVs? Do share your views in the comment section below. If you enjoyed watching the video, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the channel.